You did the Billy Talk announcement in the chat.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Go,
Let's go.
go,
Let's
go,
go.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, what up, Ron Lee?
What it is though? What's
Ain't nothing. It's a different day, another crypto day, baby.
You already know.
I'm about to drop it in the chat. I'm about to drop it in the chat real quick. How's everybody doing? Drop some fire in the chat if you here with me. Let's get it. Let's get it. Damn, Ron, I be feeling like time be flying, bro.
Moving. Moving.
But I just felt like I was just talking to you yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we was just here last week.
Word is born. And so much is transpiring. It's crazy. Like my head is spinning. I don't know where to go, where to
And
turn, where to look. Yeah, there's so much happening. There's so much news. There's so much different things that's happening all at the same time. And as we know, on purpose, you know,
absolutely. I
all
mean, I don't
purpose.
know, Ron. It's you really can't keep up with the news. Like if you miss one day, I feel like I missed the whole 2 weeks.
That
So
that now that's a fact. That's a fact. You know, I was trying to hold on to everything, trying to stay abreast of everything that's going on. You know, being coaching. You know, we in the thick of things. You know, our
right,
season literally, and I'm trying to be alert enough to coach my team to success, but also stay alert in the crypto world so I can be successful. It's so much, like you said, you miss one day, you feel like you miss a couple hours, you feel like you miss a day for real, for real. Like that's
that's
for
a
real.
fact.
Because there's so much news that keep coming out back and forth, all the stuff that's happening right now. I'm like, what? Trying to read up on everything, trying to stay abreast of everything. That junk is it's a full-time job at this point. At this point, you know what I'm saying?
Lee said, "Pay me.
Word,
I need a salary out there."
word up. It's
Oh
a
my god.
full-time job. Like, but again, man, I always go back. I always revert back to what a time to be alive. I'm excited because I'm learning a lot, and a lot of this stuff is starting to become real. Real simple. My next move is to start applying everything. You know what I'm saying? Put
What you
myself
mean
in.
everything? What you mean everything?
So prime example, like the, acquiring more gold, acquiring silver, the actual physical
Right.
gold and silver. I set up my account. I'm just not that I'm procrastinating. I'm trying to see what's the
How you gonna
next
maneuver?
move.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, like you know.
I definitely
But
want to show. I wanted to show you this video. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. I'm not too sure, but he was. Oh, I saved it. I saved it so you can watch it. Okay, that just bring me to one of my points. Like you gotta make sure you, like you said, accumulating and distributing how you know is necessary.
absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so I want to share my screen real quick though. I definitely want. I'm gonna show you this one because oh shoot, let me see. I definitely wanted to show you this while we just sitting here waiting for the people to join in. Um, Let me see. Share screen. My boy Ron Lee back at it again with the.
You know it, whiskey. My and I went and got my brand. I'm stamping the brand. I'm about to contact the brand like, yo, y'all need to make me an official partner.
You better tag him.
Word is born.
This like
Hmm.
12 minutes. I don't want to make it that. I don't want to make it that long, but I want you to hear a little bit of this. Let me see. Let me know if you can hear this.
As I can. If you haven't heard, the
Yep.
United States of America, Donald Trump has
Yep.
officially entered World War III, taken control of all the airspace of Tehran, called for the unconditional surrender of the Ayatollah Khomeini, and also, through a veiled threat, said that he would take him out. And we know what that means, a Butler, Pennsylvania. But I want to do an update, though, on what's coming to the financial markets. Of course, this was all pre planned, it's all an inside job, just like everything else is. I won't go into too many details because you all understand past events. But what you should really be concerned about is what happens next. So understand this is a pre planned collapse of the entire US stock market, a pre planned collapse. This is what the elites want. They want to collapse and obliterate the US stock market. This is also why Warren Buffett exited Berkshire Hathaway just a couple of weeks ago. And I told you at the time that he was exiting right at the top because he's already been debriefed of the coming events. Again, the United States government, and it's why it's entering the world war now, has to reset the system. And the only way that they can do that is through a showcase of war and also a collapse of the US dollar. This has been built up for a long time, as I've warned about Bitcoin being the new world reserve currency and the move to the blockchain system through the Genius Act, other active bills and legislation to transfer the United States government into stablecoins. So this is all a part of the plan. But what you need to know is that there are going to be bank runs in the United States very soon and cyber events that will bring down major financial institutions like Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, Citibank, Wells Fargo, etc. This is all a part of the plan. The United States needs to declare and will declare capital controls through presidential executive order and action soon. This will be used to stoke fear among the American population, of course, to send you into the new Bretton Woods equivalent, which is the blockchain reset. Again, this is all designed, it's all pre planned. The war is all pre planned. That's how I knew about it. So it's
All right, so I don't want to play. It's 12 minutes, Ronley, but I wanted you to listen to it.
I listened to it. I
You
listened
seen
to
this
it.
before?
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah, when I just seen this, I'm like, this sound like something wrong. Be saying like
Oh, absolutely.
we've been saying this for for a minute, for many years.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like that when that video came out, I think like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he been talking about it for a little minute. I think he also has a business as well. But I just was like, let me play this on the call.
Absolutely. I mean, and it goes hand in hand with everything that we've been saying. You know what I'm saying for the longest.
Right,
What's wild is this. These are conversations that we've been having for the last about 6 months, maybe
right,
about 6 months, and to hear someone else come out and say it out loud and on a public stage like this is like, oh,
right. With millions of followers,
right. So it's like, all right, cool. So we already hip to the game. We hip to the game. We know
we
where we
real
at.
early, man. We so early,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Like we so early is it becomes like the waiting game. Obviously, we gotta wait, be patient, but now we actually can see everything playing out.
Right.
So I'm excited about that, man. Like that's the part I'm excited because
It's
I know
coming
that.
though. Whew.
Hmm.
It's hard out here for a pimp,
And
but you
you know
gotta get that
what
money for the rent.
I'm saying? It's cool. It's definitely something I'm excited about, man.
Ronley, I said it's hard out here for a
But
pimp,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta get that money for the rent.
yeah. All that.
Yo, but
Because
it's coming, yo.
absolutely, and just stacking your bag up, understanding how to protect your bag, and just sit back and relax and watch it how all unfold.
That's all we can do. My guy TJ here. All right, so listen, Ron. I wanted to jump into this though, because this right here went crazy. I
Mm-hmm.
know you seen this, or you probably haven't. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
the glitch though, the XRP glitch,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Look,
like, is
listen. I'm
everybody hip?
making my business. I'm making my business. That 21,000. Yeah, I seen it.
Man,
I seen it.
the 21 though. Let me get the bigger screen so everybody can see this thing. Cause did anybody see the 21,000?
Listen.
Nobody seen that.
Oh, I'm definitely on that. And my man kept talking like that. That was just, you know, he he tried to
Man,
stay professional and not bring too much attention to it because that's just what you're supposed to do, stay professional. But
listen, I
God
need this
damn.
21 to hit my account. 21.
Oh, for sure. For
Hey,
sure.
Ron Lee, I need that. I needs that, baby.
For real. I mean, golly. Like 21 though, like
Like, imagine that, bro. 21.
21, you do something for me.
21. Candy. All right, so
Jay,
listen.
I
What?
can't wait, man.
Hey,
I
Ronnie, I ain't gonna lie though. We gonna act the fool.
a damn fool. What they say in the South, a plum fool.
A plum fool. Hey, TJ, how you acting? You gonna act a plum fool too?
Oh man.
All right, so listen. XRP analyst, he said, reveals how XRP could skyrocket to 100,000 per coin. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this real quick though. It's like 30 seconds, so it's not too bad. Listen up.
XRP to $100,000? Here's how. There are experts out there that are predicting the price to go up to $100,000 at least for XRP. How is this going to happen? Well, they believe that the idea is that massive entities start tokenizing assets on the XRP ledger and essentially holding value on the XRP ledger. This will limit the supply of XRP that is available to use for on-demand liquidity. When you've got a smaller supply of tokens to use for the on-demand liquidity and a higher amount of transactions to use those small tokens with, the price of an XRP has to skyrocket. Let me know what you think in the comments and follow this account for more.
Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What y'all think about that? What you think about, Ryan?
Listen, what I think, obviously, it makes 100% sense what they're saying, and the fact that, all right, so earlier today, I got the alert on my Google News that Judge Torres signed off on the settlement. So
Mm,
officially, the XRP lawsuit is should be over at this point.
is it over for real?
Is it over? One of those. Like, is it really is? Like,
Is
what's
it
going on?
really? Are we there yet?
Right. But what gave me the little bit of excitement is
Mm,
that it came through on the Google News.
okay.
You get what I'm saying? So, because I
So
got my alert set for all like the any crypto major Google any crypto major news, it comes through on my Google. So it came through on my Google earlier today that George Torres signed off and uh they are at agreement and the lawsuit is completely over. Then
mm,
earlier today, on Twitter, this is a random person. Again, I'm not going to say their name because I'm not in the business of bringing everybody all that attention when I'm not 100% sure that what they're saying is 100%. That makes sense.
yes,
But
sir.
someone posted that tonight at 11:59 p.m.
Hmm.
1 point something trillion dollars is supposed to hit the XRP RL, the ledger.
Yeah, man.
Seeing that?
Hold on. No, this say 654 trillion will begin to shift onto the XRP ledger, with
Oh, there we
rumors
go.
suggest XRP will price glitch to $11,898. Now, listen.
Jay. Listen,
Ronnie, I've been here for a good time, not a long time. You feel me? But we didn't heard
listen.
a lot of
I
things.
know.
You
I
feel
know.
me? I don't. This doesn't ruffle my feathers. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but hey, if it
Right.
uh if it happens,
It
I'm gonna be
happened. Right.
good. And if it don't, I'm gonna be just stacking up some more.
Straight up, like my man Ivan Drago. He
Right.
dies. He dies. It
He died.
happens.
He died.
It happens.
But listen, if XRP glitch to that 11,800, I'm not gonna be mad, baby.
Well,
I'm gonna act
let
a plum fool.
let that shit glitch to 11,000 in my ledger.
Listen,
Shit, you want listen,
hey, Ron Lee says shit.
We
listen.
So look though. I did want to let y'all hear this video. All the money XRP will be at all the money. Listen up to this though.
still want to ask you about crypto. We want to make sure we're getting your thoughts there because if you joined us just a couple of hours ago, we would have asked you about the stablecoin bill and what that actually means for the future of finance. You have, of course, companies tied to it, particularly Circle, just flying since its IPO. You run an investment bank. I'm sure you have thoughts about how that should have been priced ultimately. And you have companies like JP Morgan saying that they're going to get in a bigger way. Amazon, Walmart. Do you think something fundamental is going to change about the financial system now that that bill has crossed the Senate? Listen, we set up Galaxy 2017 with the idea that institutions would finally come to the market, and they're here. And it's a really exciting time. We're going to get the stablecoin bill and then hopefully a market structure bill. And it's going to bring in TradeFi into this technology. We're going to see tokenized equities. We're going to see perpetual futures, which is a crypto idea, be brought into the US, both for crypto and for non-crypto. It's a different way of looking at derivatives. And so I think, like what I'm thinking from our firm's perspective is we're going to partner with people. We're going to have white label solutions for people, and we're going to have our own, solutions for our customers. That every crypto company is now thinking, how do we go to this next chapter? We still want to ask you about crypto.
So, I mean, I feel like I don't know, man. I just be feeling like a lot of stuff.
Well, it's an emotional jerk. It's an emotional
Yeah,
jerk, and unfortunately, we have to go through it because we're so early in this space. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We got to go through it, but we got to go through it, and we got to stay strong for the people that actually hear us, listen to us, and trust in what we deliver to them.
And it's so funny, Ron, that you say that because it's like it's like a not only a person. I wouldn't say a personality shift, but just you have to transform your whole entire mind of continuously staying patient, continuously staying diligent, continuously staying on one track mind of knowing that this is going to work, and having a community like TJ and Celeste. I just see this in the chat. Having a community where we all can be able to come to each other and talk about this, because not a lot of people know what's going on, right? And you can't just go down the street and it's something that everybody's familiar with. You got to have a mind that's strong. You got to know what you're doing. You got to research pretty much every day. You got to deep dive, and just be consistent, right? Be consistent in
Right.
anything that you do. So
Right.
this definitely has shifted my whole entire like mind of learning about money growing up, trying to figure out what's my next steps, my retirement, my plan. So this is actually just more than crypto, to be honest with you. Could
Oh,
you
absolutely,
agree?
absolutely, absolutely. Like you said, man. And it goes back to, again, us being so early in this space, us getting this information
Patience.
and actually acting on this information and setting ourselves up. Now,
Right.
if us is just literally just sit back and wait and catch everything that's happening, because again, let's just say and be, I don't even know if that's the right terminology, devil's advocate, but let's just say tonight at 11:59 p.m. that 6 point something trillion hit the XRP ledger.
And don't get me hype.
And everything is activated. And let's just say at 5%.
Don't don't
Goodness.
tempt me with a good time.
Goodness.
Hey, you got the wrong one that you woulda, coulda, shouldas over here.
Listen, man.
Hey, listen.
Man, listen.
All right, so it's saying a record 6 billion passwords, including for Apple, Facebook, and Google, have been leaked in the largest data breach ever confirmed. Now, this is, uh, Ron.
Oh,
It's been a lot of speculation on other things as well, as far as like cyber attacks and stuff like that that's coming, and people passwords and bank accounts stuff getting leaked. So this doesn't surprise me.
it
I
doesn't.
mean, if people want to steal my credit card bill, they sure as hell can.
Go
They
ahead,
want to
be my
steal that
guest.
password. You
Right,
got.
right. Go
I
ahead
will
and pay
gladly
that.
give it to you.
Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. I'll probably send
Hey,
you a thank you letter.
hey, you about to send a thank you letter? It's crazy. If you want to steal that bill and
Right.
them passwords, go for it.
Right. Go for it. I'll help you. You ain't gotta steal it.
Listen,
I'll
you
give
said
you
you don't
anything you
even gotta
need.
steal it.
What you gonna do with it?
You said I gladly give it to you.
I'll gladly give it to you.
All
You
right,
talking
so
about
listen,
total
Ron,
corporation.
I'm in your chat real quick. I wanted to show some things that you displayed as well,
Hmm.
uh, and you can explain it a little bit in depth. This is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. The QFS cards, right? Okay. So again, we've heard a lot, we've seen a lot, and this is something that's been coming down the line, as they say. So I don't know. Me personally, I assume I have my own ideas of what this is and how it ties in and how it's going to work, but it can be completely different. So again, we don't know. We have no clue. I have no clue. So everything you hear me saying tonight, you know, you can't hold me to it because I'm just like you. I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm just set up, and I'm waiting for something to shake.
Something going pop.
Yeah. So these QFS cards, I'm thinking, okay, cool. What a time right now is like perfect timing with everything that's
Hmm.
going on. You know what I'm saying? Whether is a distraction or is just giving us the information of what's coming down the line. So these cards is what I'm under the impression that was passed out to all the citizens, not all the citizens, but a few selected citizens of in Iraq, because Iraq right now is on a fully digital campaign where people are able
Hmm.
to turn in their currencies, their physical currencies, their fiat dollars, and it's converted into digital and it's being loaded onto these cards where they can use it, and they have I think, if I'm not mistaken, is a 10% raise of a 10% purchasing power.
Hmm.
So I understand seeing these cards, and if everything is correct that I've seen and heard and learned, that these cards are in full circulation now.
Legit.
They're
Hmm.
legit. So I just
And this
need
is a
to hear.
quantum financial system card.
Right. I just need to hear or come across someone that actually had or received one of these cards and received their funds on these cards and say, yo, it's 100%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's something that's been talked about for a long time. Now here it is. They actually got a video they showing the card, so I'm believing that this is the next step. Everything's being rolled out systematically.
All right, so let's move on to this video
And
real
failed
quick.
presidential candidate Hillary Clinton tonight is facing a major backlash after her comments celebrating the left's protest while degrading the military parade, and she was not alone. Take a look at some of the members of the legacy media mob that are officially dead, gone, and buried. Rest in
Mm,
peace.
mm,
The left attacked the
mm. I
So
know
what you
you heard
saying
what he
about that?
said. You heard what he said, right?
Dead gone. Let me hear the last part. Hold
after
on.
her comments
They gone
celebrating the
buried.
left's protest while degrading the military parade, and she was not alone. Take a look at some of the members of the legacy media mob that are officially dead, gone, and buried. Rest in peace.
Mm.
So again, is that 100%? Is that just more distraction? But this is something that again we heard maybe 6 months to a year ago. We already been talking about that. We already, you get what I'm saying?
I did. I mean, yeah, we did talk about that.
Right. They did show the video where she was detained.
But the picture of Hillary on the screen, did he
It's
just say
wild, man.
dead, gone, and buried?
Yeah, he did. He did. He absolutely did. So for me, I believe it because there was other videos that were shown, other you know
But
media
why
stuff that was
not?
put out
Why
there.
not? Why not bring that out and say of her deceasedness?
Because
If
again, if you look at how everything is being rolled out to us, slowly but surely, right?
Mhm.
Mainstream media is not going to mention this. Why? Because if they put that out, then everybody's attention is going to be on that. Now, how do
Right.
you get what I'm saying? So, what do you follow up with on that? Like now, you got to go into all the things that allegedly she was being blamed for, known for, as far as all
Active.
the,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, the assassinations and all that stuff. So that becomes a one tracked information stream, right? Everybody's gonna be looking for that questions. You got to explain all that. You can't just say it's dead, gone, dead, buried, and gone. That's it.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like what? What? Hold up. You can't just speed past that. You got to go back to Kevin Hart. Whoa, whoa, back up. You're not just gonna speed past that.
Right. Like we
I
ain't
got
just hear that.
questions. Right. I got questions. Like, what do you mean dead,
Mhm.
buried, and gone? What happened? Why? When was that official? Why are we now finding out about it in a flash news information? You know what I'm saying? And then just move on to the next thing.
Like it
Right?
wasn't nothing.
Like it was nothing. That's bigger than anything. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
So what's this next thing? This is next post you had posted here. This Franklin. I think I guess
Franklin
it's the
Templeton.
spot ETF decision.
Yeah, the Franklin Templeton decision for the ETF has been moved to I think July 14th, I believe, or postponed until July 14th. And that was supposed to be it was supposed to be made or made news 2 days ago that they came to an agreement. The ETF is in
Mm.
full effect.
So are you ready?
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, you can't just speed past that. Why is it being postponed? You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
These are all
They know
questions.
something. They know something going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And as you keep going through these articles, you're gonna see how everything kind of ties into each other. And then again, it's all questions that need to be answered. You just can't just put that out there and not say nothing else about it.
So this right here. I found the link to about the the commission approval and the lawsuit that you mentioned earlier.
Hmm.
It was saying pretty much the green light for the payments of XRP to banks in the U.S. So I mean, if this is true or not, which I'm praying it is true, because I heard Brad Garlinghouse say something about it doesn't, I don't know what interview, but in particular, but I just know he said now that the USA is on board, you
Right,
know, because obviously he knows something that's going on that we don't know in the forefront first. But when he mentioned the USA is on board, and when other countries will pretty much follow, that's how I
right,
knew that it was either won or settled in some kind of way, the lawsuit.
right,
Because when he mentioned that, I was like, oh, yeah, we good.
right, right,
So this doesn't surprise me. So also allowing a 654 trillion real estate tokenized using the real token. Um, okay. And bring. Talking about real estate and being tokenized, I have to find that. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, I found a site. I don't know if you've seen it or not, or if I posted it. I think I said something about it last week. I can't remember, or the week before last, about tokenized real estate.
Yep.
I say it so much I can't even remember sometimes. But this is breaking. It's not breaking to me, but I guess it's breaking news for new people. But Amazon, you sent this in. Amazon just flipped the switch. XRP is now part of the of their payment system. There
Yep.
isn't a test. It's a start of a financial revolution. But I mean, mass adoption has arrived. I've already knew this. We seen when they partnered
Right.
three,
Right.
4, 5, 6 years ago. Yeah.
Right. But what right now what we're getting
Amazon.
is mainstream certain mainstream media news platforms are actually talking about it, posting it.
Mm. All right, so that brings up this though. This next, like you just talked about it mainstream. So XRP and Amazon partnership, real quick.
Amazon is now officially using XRP. Yes, Amazon is officially looking at XRP to integrate it into its payment system. This is huge right now. Breaking news. Listen to this. And then, of course, payments. Right. We also have someone on our team dedicated to seeing where XRP for payments can be of use and working with different merchants to see where there could be a good opportunity for us there. So this lady right here from Amazon literally confirmed how they have someone at Amazon that's looking at using XRP for payments, and Ripple is an official partner of Amazon. Literally on the
That's the
official
Amazon
Amazon
website.
Web Services webpage right here, as you can tell, they list Ripple how it's an official AWS partner. RippleNet, it says RippleNet is a decentralized global network of banks and payment providers using Ripple's distributed financial technology, which provides real-time messaging, clearing, and settlement of financial transactions. Ripple connects banks, payment providers, digital asset exchanges, and corporations via the Ripple Net to provide one frictionless experience to send money globally. And then it talks about the key Ripple products that Ripple has, including Ripple Net right here. You can tell X Current, which processes real-time payments, X Rapid, which sources on-demand liquidity, X Via, sending global payments with a single integration. And it speaks about also use cases of RippleNet right here, as you can tell, and RippleNet members that are using RippleNet. So learn more about Ripple. All of this is literally on the official AWS webpage. Amazon is officially looking at Ripple XRP. All of this breaking news is huge news.
All right, so I'm gonna let him play. He pretty much talking about Amazon and Walmart and all that. So pretty much, um, they launching their own stable coin. So I mean, I've never seen that on a website. So that's new. That's new news to me as far as the Amazon website putting Ripple on there.
Right.
I personally never seen it myself. I've only seen like the logo. I ain't never seen them do a whole bunch of descriptions on what the pros and the cons. So that was new news right there for me. But
So
man,
did you see I want to say about today or Thursday. I want to say
mhm,
about Tuesday, maybe Monday afternoon or Tuesday, they made that somebody posted on Twitter again that in New York City they had the big billboard and it's saying welcome Ripple. And,
yeah.
you
That
get what
was
I'm
on
saying?
Twitter. Hmm.
Right. Then you gotta start tying everything in together. Remember, I think I want to say about last week when the guy went into the car dealership and he bought that car with Ripple with XRP, 160.
Oh, you talking about the card that I had posted a long time ago? No, I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was Solana. I didn't know it was
Mm-mm.
Ripple. Okay,
No, actually, no. I'm sorry, not the car. He
the
went in and
watch.
bought a
No,
watch. He bought a
yeah,
watch. He
yeah,
he, he bought a watch for I think it was like 60,000 XRP.
yeah. Like it was like a 64.
Right,
Hmm.
64,000 XRP, and it was valued at 100 and something thousand dollars. But I say that to say that people are actually using these coins as we speak, but it's not
Right.
being publicized on mainstream media. You get what I'm saying? And only those that know will see these ads or these articles on Twitter because we know what we're looking for. We understand when we see it what's happening. But the average person is going to see that about Ripple or XRP, and they not going to understand. They're not going to pay attention because they don't know. But things are already moving. That's the
Things are
that's the
moving,
bottom
but it's
line.
not people are looking at that Bitcoin price, people not looking at, oh, it's still $2.13. I'll wait till it hit 5. I'll wait till it hit 10. And by that time it should be gone. We off the
Well,
train by then.
absolutely, because that's the distraction.
Right.
That's the distraction for the people that don't know about crypto.
Right.
All they know is Bitcoin, and then they're pushing Bitcoin. They force feeding Bitcoin information to them, and they're not realizing that these people, other people behind the scenes that's in the crypto, in the thick of crypto, is using these other coins to make they day to day purchases, i.e., Amazon, Walmart,
Mhm. Which is
and like
crazy.
it's crazy because you think about how many people actually hold XRP. They don't know about XRP.
It's a lot of people a lot of companies I feel like they're going to have stable coins just due to being on the XRP ledger.
Oh, absolutely. How many? I think they said it was over 100 some companies that's actually on the XRP ledger right now.
Mhm.
That's actually up and running and moving. Right, like big time stuff is happening. People just don't know. People just
But you know what's crazy? If y'all don't know, now you know. Make sure y'all try to get Ripple the company, because it kills me how people think that they're investing in just Ripple when they purchase an XRP coin. Ripple the
hmm
company has their own stock.
old stock. Yeah.
So go. What's the website, Ronly? I forgot, bro.
Link to.
Link to link2.com. Link2.com. If you want to purchase Ripple stock, because I highly encourage not only just buying XRP, but if you're able to afford it, repeat, if you're able to afford it, I say, not a financial advisor, but I advise you to at least have the very minimum, right?
Right.
Because the company can take off and the coin's still sitting there, or the coin can take off and the company's still sitting there. So I would rather be in both of them and accidentally get rich than in
Absolutely.
only one. If you ask
That,
me,
like that's the thing though, Jay. That's the thing though. Like people don't.
just the minimum though, Ron. Just the minimum, yo.
But majority of the people will not understand when we say we got rich on accident.
Just the minimum.
Just the minimum. And you get what I'm saying? Like people would never understand that. We got rich on accident. And literally for us it was on purpose because we positioned ourselves.
Hmm. And we've been stacking we've been doing
For a
it for a
minute.
minute.
Right.
All right, so it says Ripple has announced that $700 million tender offer to repurchase shares from shareholders at
hmm
$175 per share. What's that about, Ron?
So
You had
again, it's I mean, me, I'm listening to everything that's being said. There's false information that is real. Like I guess they leaving it up to us to figure out what's false and what's true, what's real.
right.
At this point, we don't need to figure out what's false and what's real because we already positioned.
We know.
Wherever they want to go, we all for the shits. You know what I'm saying? Which way you want to play it? You know what I'm saying?
Said, how you want to do this
How
now?
you want to do this? Right? How you want to do it? We all for the shits, like you said. We're gonna be I ain't gonna curse. We're gonna get wealthy on accident, but on purpose because we understood the
We been
assignment.
there.
We took the action. We sat and we waited patiently.
Yo, I
So
don't know. This
however this
really
thing
remind
gonna
me of
move.
a bamboo tree.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a good video. I like this one too. because I like what he
All right,
said.
it says crypto is what you need. What is this? Andrew Tate, Christian Tate
Yep, yep.
knows the new. What is that? His brother?
That's his brother. That's Christian.
Oh, okay. Damn, they look just alike. All right, let's listen to this real quick.
Crypto, because in every
Oh shit.
need crypto, because in every single city in the world you have what are called OTC agents. That means I can land in China tomorrow, and if I identify a nice OTC agent over the counter who sells cash for crypto, all I need is the information in my mind and a cheap electronics device, and I can get to that man, send him some crypto, and get $100,000 in Chinese yen for spending. I can do the same in Tokyo, I can do the same in Seoul, South Korea, Singapore, Dubai, Miami, Florida, Canada, Alberta, Mexico, or fucking Brazil. I can do it anywhere in the world, and no bank can stop me. Nobody can stop me from moving my money, because my money doesn't move until I want it to. Get some fucking crypto. Need crypto, because in every single city in the world,
he said, "When I move, you move," just like that.
Just like that.
When I move, you move, just like that. Hell yeah, man. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Crypto does not sleep.
Right.
You
It
cannot
does.
access your money into when the bank closed, Ron.
Right. So you see how massive this thing is gonna be because it's 24/7 nonstop,
Non-stop.
7 days a week. You can do yo Jay. You can go. We will be in a position where we can purchase a $12 million house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Just because we said we did it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Just because we want to do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like we can literally tell a broker, hey, listen, I'll send you I'll send you the money about 3 o'clock in the morning. Just be waiting for
I'll be up like this, up like a light.
it.
Hey, if you know anybody want to buy and sell real estate, call me. Definitely call me if you let me know. I can help you buy and sell real estate. Listen, and might help you put on a blockchain. You never know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the power of what we're heading, man. The power of having that kind of that power to do and transact business any time of the day, anywhere in the
Yeah,
world, is priceless. And we're not waiting 2 to 3 to a month for the money to clear because the bank gotta make sure is nah. Just like how we sit on the online on Amazon at 2 o'clock in the morning just
right.
looking. If you find something that you like, you can make that
You gonna
payment
buy it?
right right there. You can send that bread right there. So you wake up in the morning and that seller is like, oh shit, somebody bought it. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Don't wait till it
Can't
happens.
wait till it happens.
All right. So what's this right here, Brownlee? What's this? All right. Here's a play. If Trump held a banknote, world slapped it, and plugged it. Got hold up. Then they move is simple. Secure your stack, slap it up, and get ready for the liftoff. IQD.
Yeah, that goes back to the Iraqi dinar. They're telling us in so many words that me personally, because of how much time I put into this, I think it already happened already. Like for us over here, we're just waiting for the mainstream media to confirm that. I already know it happened. I already know it happened. Like I said last week on the call when I was talking to my guy, I mentioned it, but he didn't know of it. So we didn't really touch. We didn't go in depth on that particular. But they already had the glitch, so to speak, right? The glitch, right? Because these things nowadays, I'm not taking it as a glitch. This is what's happening. The price they're showing you where the prices is at in that moment, so you understand. Like, yo, that thing is not at no $2.30 right now. That thing was already at 21,000. It's already at 21,000. It's just when they decide to
Let it
let
flip.
let it go. That's it. They trying to control it as much as they can, but they can't because they already took off. So they just giving us the mainstream media or the people that don't know little taste like yo, and they name it or they classify it as a glitch. Nah, that ain't a glitch. That's where that price is at right now.
Mm.
Because there's too many others already telling us, yo, XRP can jump to $10,000 overnight. XRP can be at 11,000, 21,000. It's already moving. It's already moving. So in so many words, if you're not secured right now, you kind of missed the boat. Because Rio said, the train already left the station. That was a
Train been left the station.
direct
Mm.
information coming from the person that sits on the board. She
Mm.
told us the train
She
left the
said the
station.
train left.
Yes, the train left the station already. And
Nah,
now
so
all of a sudden we seeing glitches. Oh, really? Okay.
Raleigh said, Let's come on with these glitches." So
Right.
look, Ron, no, but when you mentioned the train left the station, this brings up a good point right here that you had sent as well. You said the ZBAC network,
Yep.
ZBCN, just changed how income flows, and you can now stream your paycheck by the second and be
Right.
sent
So,
instantly with your blockchain block backed by your debit card. This could be
right.
the future of digital finance.
Right. So I mean, we already again the train already left the station. They telling you, they showing you. So now
They
people, so you realize, okay, I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? Okay, so
mm,
working in the school system, we get paid by every other week. Bi-weekly, is that bi-weekly? Every other week,
yeah,
right? Lately, my checks have been hitting my account on Wednesdays.
okay.
That's never happened before. Usually you
Before
wait
Friday.
till
Okay.
the Friday, right? If you got direct deposit, you'll get it Thursday night. My
Oh
checks been
yeah.
hitting my accounts on Wednesdays, and I'm like, oh, direct deposit do really work. But think about it. These are the systems that's being implemented behind the scenes that people don't know about, where you can literally start getting paid daily, hourly. You can get paid for what
Yeah,
you
like
work.
yeah, daily. Yeah, that's
Right.
gonna be the new wave. I feel like that's gonna come
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
for sure.
Definitely. So, you imagine you are a
Oh, I
contract.
think my brother internet just popped off, but I'm about to play this video real quick because I think it's very informative for you guys to listen up to this real quick if it plays.
Crypto payments just flipped, and this time, it's real. Zebek Network is streaming paychecks
Zebek.
second by second,
You're right.
and it actually works. Zebek Network is a blockchain powered payment system designed to change how we move money. Instead of waiting weeks for a paycheck, Zebek lets companies stream income in real time, literally by the second. It's like turning your paycheck into a faucet. Your earnings flow continuously as you work. And with the Zebek Instant Card, you can spend that income right away in more than 130 countries. No banks, no delays. But Zebek is more than speed, it's programmable finance. That means freelancers, DAOs, and businesses can automate payments, split invoices, or stream recurring expenses. No manual steps required. Everything runs on Nautilus Chain, a blockchain designed for real-world financial use, and their ZBCN token gives users a voice in governance, plus access to staking rewards. Zebek Network isn't replacing traditional finance, it's upgrading it with a model that's flexible, transparent, and made for everyday use. Could this become the new standard for how we get paid? Want more crypto videos? Check out my playlist. Remember, this post is brought to you by the Crypto Clan. Like,
I
follow,
don't know, y'all.
share, and
Drop in the
repost this
drop in the
video if you
chat
believe.
any like pros and cons. I can see a lot of cons and I can see a lot of pros with this run. Like what you think before I say my opinion? Because
So my opinion on that is the pros, right? Okay, you work, you don't have to wait till the end of the week, right? Everybody's
right,
situation is different.
right.
People need, what I'm saying, access to immediate funds. There you go. You get paid for what you put in, right? So that's a major plus, right? Because we all been working for X amount of years ever since we got into the workforce, right? All right, now The only con that I may see is for those lazy people or those scamming people that don't do their due diligence. They just want to punch the clock and get paid. You know what I'm saying? Contracted people, people that's on the contract. That makes sense. And
'Cause
obviously, they're gonna have to adjust that to the times. So you're only gonna get paid for the time that you work.
I mean, I agree, but it's just like, okay, I guess now, since if this back goes into play across the world, one of the negative things I would think of is like, okay, credit card bills, right? That's going based off how you get paid. So, or your mortgage payment. Are they going then turn around and charge you for a week or like a day? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just things I'm thinking of, right? And then also too, some people just not financially stable to keep that had their money on hold every single day. They can't even keep up with their paycheck. Like the paycheck, a lot of us, I can speak for myself.
Mhm.
When I was younger, you got your paycheck before you even got the paycheck, it was already spent.
Right.
So that got you into more debt that you found yourself in. So if you getting paid daily, it's like, sheesh, I'm about to spend this.
Well,
I know I'm getting paid tomorrow,
well,
but are
that
you
would
gonna
be
pay it back when you
that's
get
gonna
paid
be
tomorrow? It's like you just see double money. Like I don't know. It's just it get pros and cons. What y'all think in the comments? I wanna. I don't know. It's
I mean that just goes to the responsibility of the person. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You remember think about it, right? If you know, all right, I go to work, I work X amount of money, and just so happens this day I work overtime. I got overtime
Mhm.
this day. All right, cool. You get your pay. But you know you gotta pay your bills. That's solely up to you. That's your responsibility.
So you basically saying that's up to them.
Yeah, that's up to you. So you won't have your money,
But I'm saying
but
even the dual effect though, paying our bills now monthly because we get paid every bi-weekly. That's how it's set up. Now once people starting to get paid daily, our bills gonna be daily or
no,
or,
you,
or
you,
every
you
week.
remember you're at the end of the month, you still gonna have your regular bill, you still gonna have your mortgage, still gonna have your PSE, your utility bills. It's just you have to do the pressure's gonna be on you and nobody else. You got
Mm,
your bread. You know what you gotta pay. You take care of your responsibilities first. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
Like if I know, like for me personally, I'm the type of person I'm like, okay, I know at the end of the month my bills is gonna total up to about $4,000.
Right.
Right? I know my bi-weekly checks is about 3,500, close to 400, 4,000. I can't
Right.
go buying clothes and $200 sneakers and $300 to $1,000 jeans, and I can't do that during the week because I know I got my bills to pay. Once I pay all my bills, whatever's left over, then I'll
Man,
go.
everybody not financially literate like that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where the pressure is going to be put on you. All the onus is going to be put on you. These companies are saying, "Hey, listen, we don't want to have to keep worrying about oh." Especially if you're a contracted person. So what's going to happen is most contracted employees is not going to be contracted no more, right? Unless you have like those incentives in your contract to say, you have X amount of days that you can use where all right, I'm not going to work today, but I'm gonna still get paid because it's in my
Hmm.
contract. You get what I'm saying? All that stuff is still going to be good. It's just now is that and it could be a downfall. I absolutely see and understand how it can be a downfall. You just have access to your money right now. Those are like you remember. I don't know if you ever used the payday loans.
Nah.
All right, so I'm sure somebody on this call,
But
somebody in this chat can agree with me with the payday loans. Like, okay, cool. payday loan, you know, all right, I need this bread right now to go pay this bill because it's something I've been putting off for so long, and now it's like, okay, my water about to get cut off because I did some BS a couple days, 3 weeks ago.
Right.
All the onus is on you. You don't have to worry about a payday loan now because you're getting paid every day
Daily.
based on what you work or based on your contract. So you gonna be the one responsible if your money is not adding up at the end of the month. That's because you wasn't responsible enough to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I just know a lot of people out there like not financially literate.
Right.
So it's like, but
So if,
that's not gonna be that can't just because they not financially literate doesn't mean that we can't evolve with money. So I mean, I get it. I agree.
see what I'm saying? That means you're gonna
Right.
have to get financial literate real
Right.
fast.
Real
Real
fast.
fast.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Cause a lot of people just, you know, it took honestly, if we keep it 100, crypto, and you could let me know too, but crypto got me more financially literate.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't out here thinking about bank runs and thinking about Nostro Vostro accounts. like,
Absolutely.
like,
Absolutely. You learn fast. You learn fast and you adjust quicker.
mm, yeah,
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
true. Like you not thinking about this stuff. Like you just definitely not for sure. All right, let me try to jump back on this thing.
Everything is just pointing to you're now in more control.
Oh, we got people saying some stuff in the chat. What is this? I'm on the other screen now, so I
I
can't.
can't I can't see the chat. I'm not able to see the chat. Hold up. You know what? Hold up. No, I'm not able to see the chat. Only what I post.
All right, say TJ said organize
Oh, here
the
we go.
money
Comments.
and limit the expenses.
The expenses.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, but it's like, okay, well, how everybody don't even, some people, TJ, some people even scared to open a bank account to see what they spent. Now, organizing the money, come
Right.
on. I'm just being devil's advocate. Now, granted, I know, what comes in and what comes out to the T on my account, but like, I'm just saying for the masses, everybody not like that. MJ
All
said,
right. I have a good night.
you wouldn't spend the money until you see you have the rent money in the account unless the person is just careless. Yeah, I mean that's a fact.
Where's your ride?
We just had to educate ourselves. Yeah, how do we organize the money? Yeah. So I guess this would get more people like, you know, aware of how their money is being moved, what's coming in and out their account.
What's gonna happen though? Seriously, is people it's going to force people to adjust real fast. You're gonna have to
Right.
learn real fast how to be more responsible. That's just what it is.
That's real though.
You get what I'm saying? Because again, if the statement is being said loud and clear across the country, across the world, the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the world, and you're not busting your tail to find that information to understand how you can set up yourself or put yourself in a position to benefit from the greatest wealth transfer, that's on you. That ain't
That's
on
on you.
nobody else.
Hmm.
So that's what you gotta you literally gotta adjust. You gotta learn fast and adjust quicker.
Nah, that's a fact. I'm just being devil advocate. I want the daily payments to happen. I want us to evolve because we've been doing the same thing for a very long time.
For a
Like
very long time.
we just Ron, you hit something on there. You said, "Oh, I'm just now seeing payments on a Thursday." Like
On Wednesdays. I
or
never seen that.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, I never seen that. Usually you have to wait till again if you have all right, good night, have a good night. You you had to if you didn't have a direct deposit,
Right.
you got to wait till Friday because that's usually the payday.
That's
And then
payday.
if you didn't have direct deposit and you got to get a check mail, then you ain't gonna get that check till Saturday morning when the mail comes. You get what I'm saying? Or you go directly to your HR and pick up your check on Thursday. That means that's time that you gotta take out of your day to go down to, and then you gotta wait, and then you gotta sign, then you gotta
Yeah.
take that check to the bank and wait for that check to clear in your bank. Especially if that's not your bank that the check is being coming from, you gotta
Hey,
deposit that check.
you gonna be like that girl. What's her name on Straw on Last Straw? She trying
Hmm.
to deposit that damn check.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
So all these things are being, all these issues that we had before are being addressed by digital currency, digital payments.
Yeah, and it's
Now
just
everything
now
is right to
involving.
you.
That's a
Right,
fact.
yeah, right.
That's true.
Now you gotta adjust your mindset to stay afloat.
Cause cause some people been crying about getting paid. Now it's here. You gotta adjust. Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
but before we get out here, I definitely wanted to bring this to the your attention as well. This is something I think you dropped in the chat. It says Ripple partners with India in a groundbreaking move. India just completed the first crude oil deal with the UAE using local currency, and the XRP
Mhm.
ledger is part of the system. Now, this right here is crazy. Um, this touches the $500 trillion oil industry. Buckle up. So pretty much India and Dubai completed the oil trade using XRP ledger. Ripple, the firm behind the XRP ledger, has further solid. Yeah, I mean solidified the position. I mean, so we all know, Ron, like the money go like round and round, and that dollar bill,
Mhm.
that's all it's about.
That's all it's about.
And when they got oil being traded on the XRP ledger, it's crazy.
Listen, you
Oh
talking
my
about
god.
the rich getting richer?
Oh my god. The gap is gonna be
It's
crazy.
going to be ridiculous. It's going to be
A
ridiculous.
55, well, no, not even 50, it's 500 trillion oil industry. Have y'all ever seen that much money in one?
But here's the wildest thing though, Jay, and this is why they keep trying to get us to sell our XRP. 500 trillion on the XRP ledger. What's 5% of 500 trillion?
Man, all I'm
You,
gonna
you see
say
what
is
I'm
don't
saying?
wait
You,
till it happens.
you see what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. That is crazy.
That is wild. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's wild right there.
Well,
I
that's
just
why
I always wanted to get into oil though, because that's where the big money is at. I mean,
that's where the money
500
was at.
trillion is where the money, like oil, oil mining and all that other stuff. I looked into that, man. That's big money. To even get in it, you can look up. It's a lot of different companies that's out there if you want to, look up. That was one of my things. So for me, Ron, I was thinking like, hey, where am I put my money at? Because it's not gonna be like, a couple thousand. It's gonna be we gonna be sitting. So where's one way I would put my money at in oil is where Rich Robert Kiyosaki he does. So I'm following the rich.
Right,
He buys oil.
right.
So in more mines, that
But
was an investment I wanted to do. But I mean,
but now you think now you playing in the big boy league, right? Now we got to find out how we get in where we fit in. We the
that's
new
it.
money. We the new money coming into this game. We're the rookies coming into this game. And just like every rookie, you got to go through that bumps and bruises. You got to go through the lessons. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? You got to figure out where you fit at. Do you belong in the game? Can you play in this game? You know, how like what's your patience like? Can't come in here thinking you're gonna get rich or richer quick. You got to come in and play the long game. You got to be disciplined.
Yeah. Like even like I can't remember the exact number because these oil mining companies they have like funding where you can all put in as in a pool, so
Yeah,
it's not like just you. but like the starting pack is crazy.
Listen,
I'm like, I can't hang with the big boys right now, baby. I'm gonna call you up later.
Jay, I lied to you not. I promise everything I love. You remember my boy Lou? He called
Yeah,
me. He called me about a year ago about this that whole oil opportunity.
right,
But he was asking like the type of money that he was asking to put up. I'm like, bro, I don't got that kind of bread liquid right now.
right,
Like, I'm still new to this.
right,
I'm still stacking and shaking and rolling, bro. Like, you can't. I'm not ready for that game yet.
man.
But
And what
he got his hand on, or he for whoever he met, whoever he rubbed elbows with, put him on game and gave him some information. Like, yo, if you got this kind of bread,
you can start
you
it up,
you can start it up, and this is the type of returns that you're looking at. And I'm like, yeah, man, I lost
and,
like
and,
2 days worth of sleep thinking
and
about that
listen,
time.
listen though, you gotta be ready to either lose it or
Oh
let it
yeah,
sit for a very long time.
time, right,
So that
right.
ain't no money that you just throwing out and you want that shit back in another 2-3 months.
Absolutely, absolutely. I told you this was a year ago.
They saying no, baby, let that sit.
Hmm.
And we gonna come back to you when we ready to when double it, triple it, or distribute it when we done.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it ain't no chop change either. That shit big boy money.
That's big boy money. And then you got to be
Yeah.
willing to take a L on that too, because everything is not guaranteed.
It's
Depending on
not guaranteed.
who you doing business with. If you don't know these people, you got to go at face value. You don't know them, so
Right.
you got to be willing to take that risk. That's a risk, right? No risk,
Oh,
no
let me
reward.
see. I can't even see the chat. Okay, oil XRP. Jamaica is now mining oil. A lot of it. Yeah, I did. I have heard about I have heard about Jamaica mining oil. Next is Dubai. Yeah, I have heard about that. Um,
Mm. Talking about oil, you see what's happening in Burkina Faso? They just a brand new site that they just struck oil. They're mining their own oil now. They're not trading with nobody else but other
yeah,
African countries.
I don't blame them.
Yo, my man is doing something like he. I pray. Real
Did
talk.
you hear about Africa that they got their own plane and all that now?
Yeah, Burkina Faso. They got their own aviation thing that they got with technologies
Yeah,
that's
they not fooling with us no
unreal.
more. Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
about to go back to my motherland. I'm not gonna hold you.
Mm.
Hey,
Listen.
Akon said we don't belong over here anyway.
Listen, they listen. But remember, Akon was screaming and shit from top of the lungs for the longest. Then
Yeah,
Akon got jammed up because they realized, oh, he doing too much. He too loud now.
he got to be quiet. Right, you
Mm-hmm.
don't see him outside no more.
Yep. And they try to jam him up.
That Earn Your Leisure, I think, interview. I don't think it was
Mm.
the tipping point, but he definitely said a lot. You
He
know,
said too much.
yeah, like
He
talking
said
about
too
China.
much
Yeah,
because he was the very next one that was up for investigation. They tried to
mm.
bring him down.
Yeah, he talking way too much.
Way too
But
much.
I definitely want to get into this goal before we jump off of this thing, Ronley. The bars of silver and gold. Um, Again, I'm always gonna talk about hard assets, real estate. If you guys know anybody who wants to buy, sell real estate, definitely DM me. But I'm never gonna stop talking about gold or silver because that's God's money, platinum, God's money. Like so, buy tangible assets, not just cryptocurrency. I'm always a advocate for crypto, but I'm not gonna never let you forget about gold and silver. This joint 3,500.
Mm.
Run. I don't know if you remember, but if on my channel, I talked about gold being
Absolutely.
$1,100.
Absolutely. And ain't that when you got in?
Yo, Ronley, you don't tell everybody when I got in, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that's when you made the decision to start
Nah, I'm just messing.
fooling with gold, right?
Nah, but
That's when
yeah,
that's when you made
yeah,
that
hell
decision.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We were so early to this game. You get what I'm saying? We were so early to this game that all we had to work on was our patience.
Mm. Nah, that's true. That's real. Cause I think even for silver, I think let me see how much silver bar is.
It's $35 an ounce, or $32 an ounce, I believe.
Oh, you buy it
An ounce.
by the ounce. Okay.
And you could buy it however, just like you could buy crypto. You could buy it at the fraction. You could buy fractions of crypto, like, especially Bitcoin.
Yeah, I be trying to get them by like about a 10, but just to but I know somebody was telling me like, in like a crisis or whatever basically he was trying to explain, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
But his idea was saying he's buying the coins. So if anything like was to happen where
Right.
he's not able to access um
Cash.
yeah, like cash, or just not even just cash, but like somebody that could divide the whole bar.
Right.
He already has the coins where
Fractionalized. Yep.
one coin could be $5. One coin that
Right.
he don't gotta give his whole bar away.
Right.
So I
Right.
just
Right.
thought that was a good gem. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because again, we don't know. Like they keep talking about, they keep pushing this war ideology right now. Oh, we
right.
at war. We at war. We at war. Are we really at war though?
I mean,
Are
we've
we?
been there with some, if you ask me, quiet as a cat. But
That's what I'm saying. But what kind of war are we really at though?
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of war are we really at? And just so happens, right? Just to put everything in perspective, and I believe I shared the video with you. I think I shared it with you on if not Telegram, Instagram, right? Just so happens they showed the video of Omar Gaddafi again today. That was blasting on Instagram. Came up several times on my Instagram feed, or Omar Gaddafi, and how when he was in rule, when he was in power, how healthcare was free, education was free. If you got
mm,
married, they gave you. They listen.
they gave you
This
money.
they gave you $6,000. No, $60,000. Newly married couples. They started you off with $60,000. They gave that to you.
Mm,
If you was into agriculture and farming, they gave you land. They gave you the seed. They gave you everything for you to start and prosper. And they
mm.
gave you a tractor.
What video is this?
This is on Instagram. Go through all your videos. I believe I sent it to you today because that came up again today
Okay.
on Instagram of how rich the African country was when Umar Gaddafi was in control. And because of what he was doing, that's why they had to get rid of him. Allegedly.
Right. He allegedly. Okay. So he was starting you off with wealth,
Well,
pretty
well,
much.
everybody in the country was wealthy, and I say that because if you compare their start off in their country to where we at, they were wealthy, right?
Yeah.
If that was us, we would be okay. We would be in a middle class area, and then we will work our way through with what we had and what we were started off with. If you got sick, free healthcare. If the country didn't have what you needed, they would give you a $2,000 allowance to go abroad to wherever you need to go to get the kind of treatment that you needed for your particular health
Mm.
situation. Like you allegedly, man, allegedly. I'm just saying. We just said a lot. We just said a lot in
Oh
that little
man.
second. You know what I'm saying? In comparison, but I'm just saying. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
The start off of freedom is mm,
Right. But you're talking about in these African countries and where these African leaders were betrayed and killed because they wanted prosperity for their people, allegedly.
and I'm here for it.
Mm.
All right, Ronnie, any last words, my brother? We about to log off this thing. I really appreciate everybody. Drop some fire in the chat if you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Ronnie, you got any last words for us, brother? We'll see you next Thursday.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is stay the course. Stay the course. So anybody that listens to this our podcast right now, right? Listen, if you don't know, it's time for you to start finding out.
Mm.
And we're easily accessible, right, through our social media handles and all these things, right? There will be no excuse. There
That's
will be
it.
no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. So you can never find that excuse because the information is there. You're hearing it tonight.
You just gotta go get it.
You just got to go get it, and then really hone in on it. Hone in on it. Don't get caught up with all the stuff that they're showing on the social media. They're showing that stuff because they want you to know that stuff. That's what they want you to be consumed with. They want you to be consumed. So I know we ain't get into it and we about to log off, but nobody's talking about the 2020 election being proven that
That it was rigged.
it was rigged. How does that shake up everything now?
All right,
Oh,
Ronnie,
there's
don't
war.
drop
There's
the mic
war.
right now.
Right. There's war. We in war. We at war. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about what's happening on the homeland, on the home front. We
Oh
at war.
shit, they about to pull up on Ron.
Right. How convenient, right?
Oh my gosh, get your ass in that house, man.
Right. Word is born. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So yeah, just lock in, man. Lock in with us. Lock in with us. Tap in.
All right, y'all. We logging off. Make sure you follow my boy Ron as well. I'm out. Peace.